We start this 6 o'clock hour with the very latest on the war with Iran. We have team coverage this morning. First, we want to head over to Maria Lisignoli with new information about a plane crash in the Middle East. Maria?
That's right, Heather. We now know 4 of the 6 people aboard a U.S. refueling plane died in a crash in Iraq. This is according to the U.S. military. Meanwhile, President Trump lobbed a new threat at Iran on social media this morning, posting, quote, "Watch what happens to these deranged scumbags today." Now, it came just hours after Iran's new supreme leader, Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei, issued a warning of his own, vowing to avenge the blood of Iranians killed by U.S. and Israeli strikes and to continue blocking the Strait of Hormuz, a vital shipping lane for the world's oil. Iran blasted an oil tanker near Iraq, and crew members are still missing after a strike on a Thai cargo ship. Overnight, Iranian missiles and drones also rained down on Israel and neighboring Gulf countries, many of them intercepted.
I think the Islamic Republic is messaging very loudly and clearly that it has the ability to spread the pain far and wide.
CBS News has learned that a U.S. Navy missile fired and missed at an Iranian boat sailing too close to a U.S. aircraft carrier, although it's unclear if the shots were meant only as a warning.
I'm Maria Lisignoli from the Live Desk with that update. Let's also check in with our Barrett Leone, tracking the impact the war is having, especially when it comes to gas prices, Barrett, because you've got some ways that people can actually save.
Yeah, we do. And, you know, federal officials are saying right now that all of this is temporary. This rise in gas prices is temporary. But right now, there's no end in sight to the conflicts in the Middle East. And here in Minnesota, we're seeing an 18-cent increase in just the last week in gas prices. We have some new numbers from AAA this morning, and it shows that the national average is $3.63, while here in Minnesota, we're at $3.38. This time last year, by the way, the state's average was $2.98. Good news, though. Consumer experts say there are simple ways you can stretch every gallon of gas. First, check your tire pressure. The U.S. Department of Energy says properly inflated tires can improve gas mileage by 3%. Experts also recommend smooth driving, slow down, avoid hard acceleration, hard stops. That tends to burn more gas. Lastly, shop around. Fuel prices can differ from shop to shop. Apps like Gas Buddy can help you find the cheapest prices nearby.
One of the tips people are saying is to use an app like Gas Buddy to shop around. Have you guys done that?
Yeah, my mom just sent me an app. It's like 15 cents off the gallon, but I haven't heard of Gas Buddy. I'm gonna have to check them out.
And I actually downloaded Gas Buddy to see what it was all about. It's actually pretty great. You can see this station in particular is higher than Minnesota's average, and you can kind of shop around. I've seen a difference of at least 20 cents just on that app. And of course, gas prices aren't the only impacts we're seeing with the war in Iran. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear from farmers on what they're keeping an eye on.
We got a lot to think about here as we get into that planting season. Barrett, thank you. Happening today, a vigil here in Minnesota. This is to mourn the lives that were lost on the first day of the war with Iran.
Today's vigil is at Whittier Park in Minneapolis. This is to remember the 180 lives lost, mostly children, from an elementary school bombing in southern Iran. The vigil is organized by the Minnesota Anti-War Committee. That will start at 8 o'clock tonight.
Caught on camera, a crime making a comeback in Minnesota's capital city. So this right here is someone stealing a catalytic converter from a truck that was parked at a brewery last week in St. Paul. Only took about 2 minutes. Now, police say catalytic converter thefts are up. They've seen 40 more since this time last year. Think back to 2024 when there were new laws that made it easier to identify a stolen converter and created harsher penalties. Police say that they can't pinpoint exactly why the crime is becoming more common again.
Police are investigating, and a professor is off the job after a student says someone peed on her belongings at school. Police say the accusation came from a student at McAllister College in St. Paul. WCCO got a copy of the police report. The suspect's name matches the name of a chemistry professor there. An email from McAllister says that professor is no longer teaching at the school. The college did not comment on the situation. We are working to learn more.
New details about an oil leak. This is at the nuclear plant up in Monticello. State now investigating reports of a sheen on the Mississippi River downstream from the facility. You may remember earlier this week, Xcel Energy said 200 gallons of oil leaked from the plant, but they also said it did not make it into the Mississippi River. On Wednesday, the company said that workers found a, quote, small amount of mineral oil along the shoreline and are working to clean it up. The state says it is monitoring that work. Turning now to what we know about a synagogue attack in suburban Detroit.
Investigators have tentatively identified the attacker, who is dead, as a Lebanese-born U.S. citizen. The armed suspect rammed a truck into a synagogue yesterday. According to an FBI official, the agency is leading the investigation as a targeted act of violence against the Jewish community.
This is a tough time. It is a tough time, but we will get through this. We will get through this together. We will get through this stronger.
The synagogue is also home to an early childhood center, but no students or staff were harmed there. We're also following a deadly shooting on the campus of Old Dominion University. This is in Virginia.
And now we are learning that investigators believe it was done by a man with a prior terror conviction. Police say that the gunman was a former National Guardsman who entered an ROTC training class and killed the instructor, a retired Army officer. 2 others were wounded as well. Now, the gunman was killed by one of the students with a knife. Back in 2016, the suspect pleaded guilty to providing support for ISIS, something he apologized for at the time. He was sentenced to 11 years, but was released early in December of 2024. The city of Norfolk's top prosecutor had strong words about our nation's obsession with guns.
This is not an ODU problem. This is a national sickness. We live in a country where people care more about guns than they care about 6-year-old children. They care more about guns than they care about synagogue worshipers. And they care more about guns than they do about college students.
The school's closed for the rest of the week. No word yet on a possible motive.